everybody, what's good, what's good? So, here's our board in motion. Ain't a whole lot on it tonight, but there's some things that are going to occupy the whole set here pretty soon, see? And we're going to start off tonight and talk about the big circle. I don't know if this is just something that's fictitious or something that I've created, or if it's just something that I've noticed. There's the big circle. If you notice, it goes around. And you got YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, notifications, spam, comments, Gmails, and what this boils down to is every day, and I'll take you on a trip of my journey on the internet each day. When I go on, the first thing that I check every day when I go on to my phone is I will check Facebook to see if there's any messages from family or friends and notifications. And then I'll kind of look at posts for a few minutes and then I'll jump off, because usually something will pop up that'll drag me away anyway. And most of the time it'll be somebody commented on your video, or they liked it, or they shared it, or they subscribed to the channel. And so after being on Facebook for probably about, I'd say at least a half hour, then I'll go over to YouTube, and between YouTube and G+, Google+, dealing with notifications and communities and members and the notifications. Then I'll go over to Twitter and catch up on the people that followed, people that retweeted our tweets, that liked our tweets, or when somebody comments and it shares to Twitter, then I also get a notification. Oh, so that's the big, that's pretty cool. So this big circle encompasses quite a number of places and a fair amount of time that sometimes I could end up being on all day long and not even watch maybe a couple parts of a couple of videos, or I'll watch a video but I'll have to set the phone down while I take care of like cooking and cleaning and the day-to-day stuff, and I'll just let the video play, but I do listen. I have the volume all the way up, and even if I'm not able to see it, I at least get the view. I hear what my fellow YouTuber has got going on and what they like, what they're talking about, or reviewing, or something that they like, or something of interest. And you know, if I'm not able to stare at the screen, at least I can share in it, because hearing something, I usually tend to take more away from stuff, like even on TV or anywhere else, just by hearing it. I don't necessarily have to look, but the added bonus of watching is the enhancement to be able to complete it. It makes it a whole. And then we got channels. We are subscribed to nearly, I would say, I think the last I knew it was about 650 to 750 YouTube channels that we are subscribed to. And a lot of them, YouTube has been unsubscribing people for what reason I don't know. So I've had to resubscribe to almost 300 of my fellow YouTubers' channels since all this has been going on with these glitches in YouTube. And G+, even Rico Jesus owns the YouTube music community for which I moderate and have for a very long time. It's a great community. It's got over 6,000 members strong as of today, and just about the last week or two it passed the 6,000 mark. And I moderate for them. I keep the unrelated posts out of the community. I keep the posts, the duplicates, and sometimes it doesn't get a post through right away. Some people do tend to get a little impatient. I myself have done this at times in the past also, is to repost, to repost, to repost. Pretty soon you have 10 of the same posts pending approval. So, when I go on there, I had to approve pretty close to 100 some posts tonight when I got on, before the community could view them or not view them. And Rachel says, "I love you, Rome." Communities take up a lot of time. There's a lot of work involved in owning, moderating, being a member of, and helping other communities and other YouTubers share it to all these different places. And when I go on the feed of YouTube, I look for YouTubers that have the same or a little bit less or a little bit more, but somewhere in the ballpark of where we're at or less. I like to help the ones that have got significantly less. I love to help newer YouTubers get a jump and have somebody there in their corner to help them. It was hard for me to find all that when I first came out here, and now we have got some of the greatest subscribers on our channel. They're just wonderful people that I enjoy, all of them, every one of them. They're all got some kind of similar interest as to what me and Rachel have, and they do videos and they have the same similar thoughts. You can agree with a lot of what they say. It makes it's just like having a friend, except they're not like right there in person with you, but it's the next best thing. And there's better people out here than I find in my own family, huh? So, family ain't all about blood always, but this big circle, everybody, it takes a long time for me to make the rounds and get to every single person, and it takes a long time, and I've noticed it. We try to get around this circle a lot quicker, but learning all the things about all these different places and how to make them flow good together when you're journeying on the internet it will determine how much time you spend on or not to get everything accomplished. And we're going to pause a minute. And then you have community owners. When it comes to me dealing with community owners that I am members of their community or I moderate for them, they have my loyalty 100%. My word is my bond. And as well as being an owner and having people that moderate for us, our moderators are given the same amount of control over the community, and if they want to change the background picture for the community or they want to add categories or whatever, do with the rules and all that, I give my moderators full power, just like my own self, to keep it equal and make sure that the members have a wonderful experience when they come to the community, that they're not going to get bullied, harassed, picked on, cussed at, threatened, anything bad. None of that. We have zero tolerance for it in our communities. And when I see a community that is lawless, and there are some out there that are lawless, that the owner has abandoned ship and there's nobody in charge, and there's posts that are just obscenely out of place for where they're being posted. And I've went on some of these places and commented. I said, "What's going on here? Why is this happening? Why doesn't nobody care? We got 500,000 members, and it's lawlessness." I kind of get scared and shy away from that kind of thing, because I like order. I mean, not a dictator type order, but order that makes sense, that has a good flow, and that the majority likes, and everybody enjoys time and time and again. So, but my big circle is a very big circle, everybody. a very large circle. It takes me upwards of 2 to 3 days to make the rounds and get back to everybody that's commented and to everybody that's had any interaction whatsoever with us, our channel, our friends, our fellow YouTubers, anybody that's connected with us in any which way online here. It takes me a couple of days sometimes, and I apologize that it takes a long time, but to balance life and everything to do with internet, it's a pretty rough, it's a hard act to follow. It's hard to juggle all that, and I'm trying my very best, and I want to make sure that, you know, I don't never forget from where I came, because of all the great people that we've met to this day are the reason that we are where we are and why we do what we do, and have the perseverance and the motivation to do so. And I just want to thank everybody who's tuned in. This is a little bit different on our boarded up, but it's the big circle is what had to be put up on the board. It's something that everybody should be aware of, and if anybody has a comment, which I'd really love to hear, I'd like to hear anybody's comments on this, and let me know down below. I will reply. I reply all, always. And until next time, everybody, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and tell us what you thought of this video. And that's all I got. And until next time, have a great day, everybody. See y'all later. Thanks for watching.